As was mentioned earlier, American Suzy Favor-Hamilton ran the 1,500-meter race of her career here in Oslo last year as she tuned up for the Olympics in Australia. She made a break down the final backstretch and just continued pulling away from a field of international championship veterans. She never seemed to tire as she cruised to victory in the fastest time of the year and just 28 hundredths of a second off Mary Slaney's 17-year-old American record. It was also a Bislett Games meet record and established Suzy as a medal favorite in Sydney. Next event on the track, the women's 1,500 meters, maybe the best race in the program this evening. The world record holder from China, Ku Junjia, and the best time in the world this year isn't even under 4 minutes yet. Violeta Szekely of Romania, 4:flat:92 in Rome. Just 2 weeks ago did Szekely run that time, and she has won both of the Golden League stops so far.
Cool night. I would think there's a good chance to get under 4 minutes and add about 18 seconds. You got a 4:18 women's mile. Second person in there, American Regina Jacobs, 37 years young. Number 137 on your screen there in the sunglasses. That is Suzy Favor-Hamilton, coming out of Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and had a stellar high school career and went on to University of Wisconsin under Peter Tagan and has done the same thing ever since. Now, 32 years of age.
Good-sized field for this women's 1,500. You could see by the flags there that the breeze has picked up a bit. We know from Tim Montgomery's great 100-meter time that the breeze had certainly picked up.
You know, Dwight, I actually measured it off in this stadium, and from the edge of the track to the most distant seat is just 85 feet. That's less than the distance from first base to second base. 23,000 spectators pack in here, and boy, it's like you're in the middle of that cauldron of noise.
And it's really almost like an indoor meet setting. That's how great it is, and that's how you feel when you are running in this particular arena. Legendary as it has been with all the great distance records we have seen. That is the rabbit, Larisa Mikhaylova of Russia. She is due to take them through in about 2:08 for 800 meters, so we'll see if the rabbit is doing her job. That's Szekely there on the outside, 135, and Suzy Favor-Hamilton with the blonde hair and the sunglasses, number 137 on your screen.
I'm just watching the leg turnover, and my guess is she is right on pace to hit 2:08 if she keeps this steady drone up. Let's see what happens as they go by the first 400 meters. Watch and see if that number on the right of your screen will freeze. Yes, it does. 60.5, no less. She might slow down a bit, but this is setting up for a great race. And Szekely is winding up right now, sitting in third place.
And of course, we saw a great race here. As you see, Regina Jacobs, the 37-year-old, number 140. Suzy had a phenomenal race here in Oslo last year, running the fastest time in the world in 2000, and then had a disaster happen at the Sydney Olympic Games with an injury that flared and also some anxiety coming down the home stretch as she felt the weight of the world for her to medal on her. Mikhaylova continuing to run this field through a very honest pace. Suzy Favor-Hamilton right there running at the pace, and Szekely, the one who's already won 2 times on this Golden League Tour, right there marking Suzy Favor-Hamilton, knows that she ran well here last year, wants to make certain that she doesn't get away from her this time.
Regina laying off the early pace in 4th place in the all-black uniform. That is Portugal's 2-time Olympic finalist. That is Carla Sacramento, a former world champion. And she has good speed. She should be someone that should be up there with a lap to go as well. 2:06. They're running very fast, solid time here.
And that is under what they asked for, and Suzy Favor-Hamilton's right on that pace. Szekely is marking her, and I will tell you, this is going to be one of those things where if Suzy can run like she did last year, she'll be able to shake the Romanian, but she's got to make a move.
Yeah, but interesting thing here, I think, Dwight, Suzy Favor has, off a moderate pace, not been able to hold off Szekely's sprint. Now, let's see off a hard pace whether the woman in second place, ranked number 1 in the world, can get the best of Favor.
Regina Jacobs well back in the pack, really out of the running. The race is up front between Suzy Favor-Hamilton, Szekely, Sacramento.
And we're coming up to 1 lap to go. They're going to get the bell right here.
And the Olympic champion from Algeria is in 4th. Here comes Suzy Favor-Hamilton with just a lap to go.
She is driving now is Favor-Hamilton, trying to put some distance and put some pressure on. And Szekely trying to hold on here.
And we've seen this before from Suzy Favor-Hamilton, starting that sprint perhaps a little earlier than is ideal. Violeta Szekely is having no problem keeping right with her, drafting behind her, and now she's going to start to make a move up to her shoulder.
The person who has the best sprint speed always has an advantage. they can draft off someone and feel confident about their sprint. Here's Carla Sacramento hanging around. Let's see if she can get up here. Coming around the final turn. And there goes Szekely, putting herself in position to try and sprint by Suzy Favor-Hamilton. This is going to be an excellent time, however.
And this is a point in the 2000 Sydney race where Favor-Hamilton dropped off the pace, and Szekely timed her kick beautifully. It's always easier to be the person chasing rather than the one being chased. And for the third Golden League meet in a row, it's Violeta Szekely of Romania having a career year. She won't break 4 minutes, but she wins her third consecutive race. Suzy Favor-Hamilton second. Carla Sacramento is third. And Szekely, 3 out of the 5 required to share in the jackpot, and she really ran an intelligent race.
You know, this woman at age 35 had really her best year ever, touching a personal best of 3:58 and change last year. And here she is dominating again. Dwight, I think that's a fair word to say. She sits back, lets everybody do the work, and then at 36 years of age, just hustles down the home stretch. These women are like human hydroplanes. There were 5 Olympic finalists in this race, and their average height and weight, 5'5½", just 110 pounds. And watch her just pull up beside Suzy. Suzy did the work of trying to break that little breeze, and you do save some energy doing that. That is Carla Sacramento in third place. And look at her just float by. Violeta Szekely from Romania winds up the winner in Bislett in a time that works out to about a 4:19 mile.
Well, Suzy has picked up a lot of stuff fast running, but you've got some nice gifts here. But let me talk about the race. You seem to have really aggressive tactics. Tell me about that.
Well, I know to beat my competition, I need to sometimes make it a fast race. And so today I went out quite fast. I had no idea the rabbit would take it out in 60 seconds. That's really fast to go out. So from that point on, I was just trying to see if I could hang on and how fast I could go today.
The perfect type of planning in terms of the World Championships coming up?
Oh, it's definitely going to become a tactical race. So I just need to be in any type of race and be able to handle anything. And I've been really working on my kick because that's what really happens in the last 200. And whoever has the stronger kick is going to win.
All right, Suzy, thank you.
Thank you. You've been fabulous. Thanks.
Official results of the women's 1,500 meters, and for the third Golden League stop in a row, Romanian Violeta Szekely wins 4:01.45, just off her best time of the world this year. Suzy Favor-Hamilton is second. Carla Sacramento comes up for third. Regina Jacobs faded to 8th.